Why most people stay broke and how to never be one of them. There is a lie whispered into the ears of every struggling man and woman, a poison dressed as comfort. You're doing your best. Just be patient. One day your turn will come. But the truth, most people are not broke because they're unlucky. They are broke because they've been trained to think like the broke. They've been programmed to worship comfort, to resent wealth, to distrust ambition, and to settle for survival instead of demanding prosperity. Broke is not a bank account. Broke is a mindset. And until that mindset is confronted, starved, and destroyed, no amount of hustle, luck, or opportunity will change your financial destiny, because you cannot outrun the chains you carry in your mind. Look around. Look at how society grooms people to stay broke. They are taught to clock in, follow orders, play it safe, retire at 65, and pray that the system takes care of them. They are taught to borrow money for things that lose value, to spend before they save, to envy the rich instead of learning from them. They are told that ambition is greedy, that wealth is corrupt, that it's noble to suffer. It is not noble to suffer in silence. It is not noble to die with your potential still locked inside you. If you were born poor, that is not your fault. But if you die poor, that is your choice. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a product of your decisions. And until you take full, brutal, unflinching ownership of every result in your life, you will keep repeating the same cycles, year after year, paycheck to paycheck. Most people stay broke because they play the game not to lose, instead of playing to win. They shrink their dreams to match their income, instead of expanding their income to match their dreams. They wait for the economy to change instead of changing themselves. They spend hours watching other people live their dreams instead of building their own. Broke people chase distractions. Wealthy people chase purpose. Broke people spend to impress. Wealthy people invest to grow. Broke people want the appearance of success. Wealthy people want the foundation of it. And here's the most painful part. Most people could become financially free. The door's open. The information is free. The tools are in your hand, but they won't. Because deep down, they fear responsibility more than they fear poverty. Responsibility means it's your fault. Responsibility means no one's coming to save you. Responsibility means you can't blame your boss, your parents, your education, your past, or the economy anymore. It means you have to look in the mirror and admit, I am not where I want to be because I have not done what I must do. But in that same moment, when you own it, you gain your power back. That is the moment you stop begging and start building. That is the moment you stop wishing and start working. Because wealth is not something you stumble into. It is something you build. It is not an accident. It is a decision, followed by thousands of disciplined actions. There is a reason the richest men in history, Carnegie, Rockefeller, Ford, all started with nothing. They weren't chosen. They chose themselves. They didn't have advantages. They built them. They didn't wait for a handout. They created value. They saw problems and became the solution. They were not afraid of risk, rejection, or ridicule, because they knew that the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. The truth is this. Most people will stay broke because they don't have the patience to build, the hunger to learn, or the courage to start. They will cling to what is familiar instead of reaching for what is possible. They will stay broke because they prioritize comfort over freedom. But you, if you are still listening, you are not most people. You feel that fire. You know deep in your bones that you were not born to blend in. You were not born to survive. You were born to create, to conquer, to build something bigger than yourself. And if that is true, then it's time to make a decision. Starve your distractions, feed your discipline, kill your excuses, fuel your focus. Stop trying to look successful and become dangerously competent. Because when you commit to mastering your craft, your mind, your money, there is no limit to what you can build. But it all starts with a single, terrifying, liberating truth. No one is coming to save you. And that is the greatest news you will ever hear.